kwanya na to on mama abufra bia say afa na wo hye school ase ana say oba no wadru finfini babi JHS 1 to 3 ina wadru no ma obetimi e de na ba no aba weto aso e ho no mo ba e ade so mutimi etwa yiye papa ne sound so na ye crossover chapel international o se oba senpai bo no o ha ben ene da so ya ade so mehwe ama bibia atimi adadin ufri an mo enko no na o ha no eto atwa ne sound so na ekebia an event enso so Abama, or say wedding na pesu twa say funeral ceremony. Naming ceremony and na pesu twa so de e hia so be frɛ o from a e ade so djuma de no be shama. Kama. Am bia nso atimi adadin e wo ho no mu frɛ ke bia an event a djuma de no o mebe ya ma na ye fɛ. Am bia nso atimi adadin e wo ho no na e fa annese kese pa e ma e MC a ho no mo kwa John e hwese bia betimi adadin e wo no na sanso ene ye de opepa camera na niama ni ada honum okọ online watimi anya bi ahwe e wo honum ade bosco ebu akire deden de anya asem ketua na ye mfa nsem na nkasa ye ngoto abefu ntintan video ni so ne nya bi ehwe na fa comment no eto honum ne enkenkan ma ode a e starlight ba ko pe obu achi doma anya asem ketua na de sanso nsem we eso ne so krojin se me mfa mesomu dachi hima efia agudie na producer ba ko pe e wa hanom eye ohine ba kofi abrante GM nso ebu akire doma enya asem keto ansan so na executive team ni nyina o ma ye krado o mo hwese bia betimi adadin e wo honom na abusia ye njebre ne ye nje nsem no mu enkire mu ankasa
The number one, ya chipe pia.
Awusia mama akwaba embra awia prem to bra kan kase ebo eso na me kai so okwa Facebook a yetwagu e honom okwa KBN TV Ghana ne sounds so ene ye YouTube yetwagu e honom a enya asem keto akwa na wa hye ama onua anya bia hwe na wa follow na wa drop a comment no ne yenkenkan ma na bia enya fe enso e honom ne yen hye nsem na se ema ode a ne edo ekopiem o ye Ghana mampeni aso ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enra dotumi ekopiemu ewo nhyemde kese pa etumi ekoso sword cutting ceremony etumi ekoso na enra okopiemu honom no ode nsam bi etudwa na ochere sei ade se wo hwe Cape Coast de ba yete krade a ade se wo hwe ebre bi atwam na chese ekwanhye etumi esisi honom nyewa basa etumi esisi honom a enya asem na ocheze sei de contractors wo kwan ne so a omo hwe se bibia betimi aye kama na ekwan no omu siesie ama bibia atimi aye kama ho no chese se de ohwa ade simpuntunduma na asenkoso bi ebetimi akoso e wosabia ho no ma enya asem keto na chese se de ohwa anigisam ko a na eba ho no na chese ohwa se kwan we omoye no ometimi anya ye bridge beye edu wo honom ne san so na bebia nipa ebefa enso beye dunum enso wo honom a o che nhegu akwam a o wezi bia betimi adadi na sa akwanhia na ase traffic a wo kwa na timi ache so bebrebe no ni nyina eto ebetimi atwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abro okopiem o ye sword cutting nhemudie na ase no ni nsem enie.
Thank all of you here for your attention. Today marks another proud moment in our collective journey to build a modern, connected, and inclusive Ghana. We're gathered here today to turn the sword for the dualization of the Cape Coast to Takoradi Road. This is one of the most vital transport corridors in our country. But let me say that it's not only Cape Coast to Takoradi. The other contractors working on Accra to Winneba Junction to Mankasim, and then Mankasim to Cape Coast. So by the time we are finishing this road, they also will be finishing. So the road from Accra to Takoradi will be dual carriage all the way. This project is more than a road. It is a declaration of our shared resolve to rebuild Ghana's infrastructure as a foundation for jobs, for competitiveness, and for national unity and cohesion. It embodies the spirit of the Big Push infrastructure program and the 24-hour economy policy. And both are designed to modernize our transport systems, expand industrial access, and make Ghana work again efficiently around the clock. The Cape Coast-TAKORADI Road forms part of the national routes, which is popularly referred to as N1, and the Trans-West African Highway linking Accra to Takoradi, Ghana's major industrial and port city. It carries more than 90% of freight and passenger movement to the western region, and it connects our mining, oil, agriculture, and tourism economies. It also links communities whose livelihoods depend on daily mobility, and these are traders, students, farmers, fishermen, and workers who spend countless hours in traffic every day because of congestion. The current single carriageway has long outlived its design life. It has become congested, it has become accident-prone and inefficient, leading to the loss of lives and productivity. This must change, and today we're making that change irreversible. The dualization of the Cape Coast-TAKORADI Road covers 73.6 kilometers from Cape Coast to Takoradi and divided into 3 contiguous lots for efficient implementation. What we've done is, in the past, normally that whole road would have been awarded to one contractor, and it would take him a long time to continue until he finishes. Today, that 73.6 kilometers, we have divided into 3 lots and given to 3 different contractors so that the work can progress rapidly.
Nyina Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abroko piemu ewo duan kwanta e na ote so de sansem we etudwa ya de Cape Coast ene Takoradi kwantempo na ya de se nhegu akwan so omohwese ometimi asiesie ama bibia nso adadi na akwanhia basabasa na ase okwa traffic etimi echeso bebrebe no eso ebetimi ate na ye nto ansem ne so ema oni yemfa nkopiem awo ye MPP akache Dr. BRYAN ACEAMPONG eno ene Boku Municipal Chief Executive odi nsem bia betudwa na ochese abra BRYAN ACEAMPONG oye Minister of Agriculture na ya de se MPP omoyo mu campaign edi ama Dr. Haji Mahmoud Bawumia no nanka ewo se omutimi ekoya na se omutimi eko provide nyema bi ema agri farmers omowo north na ewo chese ya de sa nyema we antimi ankoso na se omantimi anche amomo eno chese sa nyema ni nyina eka ho bi na Dr. Haji Mahmoud Bawumia 2024 abato no wantimi anya ene Dr. BRYAN ACEAMPONG waba monte abeka se sa semwe Amadu Hamza Ekano adese ni nyina allegation bi keke ena omoye nembom oze ohwe adese omatimi de tia fa nsem no huye papa na sansem na omokeka ni nyina adese omoboa na omundwitwa omon nsem so ne sanyema na omonam mbonten so ekeka ni nyina ansa na ombetu anamo bi no se omuti asemi omunkomu onwunyamu fifimu no mu nsa asem we se na nipa no eka ekosiye na eno ene Dr. ACEAMPONG the campaign team no omochese adese ha adwini ye papa na adese sasem we Dr. Anase Amadu Hamza aba monten so abeka no opentitiye bi anase mpapa mu bi ene de ama party no na mbom enya ne sana omope no opesi party no omode onuado anase nkabom etimi ade kro ema bibia nso enda din na mbom se dia Amadu Hamza eka no enye nukre bia anim se abra wose omkoye adoye bi edema akuafo mo mutimi enya omunyema no sa suspect na se nhye na onka omususu no antimi amanti no ade se Dr. Haji Mahmoud Bawumia ena chese oshem o sa nyema ni nyina omutwitwa so na allegation bi na se nkontomponsem ena omutimi ekeka ohonom ti oso omutwitwa sansem ni nyina eso Dr. BRYAN ACEAMPONG ni nsem odi twida no bi enie
3 propaganda against me, 2 that they are pushing in, or 3 of them they are pushing on in the Upper West region. That I didn't bring fertilizer to Upper West, and therefore we lost the election. But if it is fertilizer that we're going to win the election, then all we have to do is to just buy fertilizer 6 months to election and distribute. Nobody can tell me that we won 2016 because of fertilizer, we won 2020 because of fertilizer. But that even aside, everything that was supposed to come, there are 2 people that were giving fertilizer. Local Ministry of Local Government, Natoshi, was bringing fertilizer to the assembly. The dry spell fertilizer for Upper West, every single one of them came to Upper West. Every single one of them came. Every single one of them came. When the fertilizer gets to Upper West, I am not responsible for its distribution. Once you pick it from the supplier brings it to Upper West, the person responsible is the parliamentary candidate and the DC. Look, the night before, the day of voting, because they wanted to smuggle it, because they wanted to smuggle the fertilizer. The fertilizer was not sitting with me in my warehouse here in Accra. It was not sitting with me. And the number of bags of fertilizer we brought to the Upper West region, nobody in any year has bringing that quantity of fertilizer for the dry spell. Nobody. It was sitting with you. And then you say that you can't share it. I don't understand. Fertilizer, the day of voting, even if it came the morning of the voting, yet it came months before the election. We have everybody, if I come to I'll come to everybody's constituency. And I will show when the parliamentary candidate received their fertilizer. Everywhere. We have the data. We have the data. But I'm saying that if it didn't come, it's one matter. But you all saw the fertilizer in Upper West. Is that not the case? That is the fertilizer when the NDC came in every constituency. They went and locked it up and took over. Why did you not share it? It is not me.
Dr. Bryan ACEAMPONG and out is all this handsome way to Jan Orchard Sansa Nino Mokakanina. Nkontompo na manfo entu mo adwim enti no ose Sansa Nino na omo hwese ombe twitwaso na bibia nso atimi adadi no mo penkabom ene biakoye ene diama party no nyese obi anase obi eyi obi ama embom omo pepepeyo ene wo no na entu ansem no so e ma ne mfa ngo piem e wo ye endi sakachi former member of parliament edema odododi obi ni LANTE VANDERPUYE o chese adesi o hwe national chairman edema NDC amanyoko na adesi obuniye papa Johnson ASIEDUA NKETIA obuniye papa na o hwa anu akasa o hwa dewi oni na yonkofa no emu esifa din na ontimi enkoso kwa challenge no embom adesi se ASIEDUA NKETIA so otimi ka se okwa kopre presidential FLAGBEARER na say okose omonto no so aba 2028 abato ye ba beto na ansa na national chairman no obetu ho anamo na pass Johnson ASIEDUA NKETIA oti akonya ne so pa de ade so oni ni nko challenge bia ana say oni ni ntintam enkoye ana say mintimi ho ase bia no bu ni ye papa ntino say sa amanfo nsema ene na mbonte so ka say oni ASIEDUA NKETIA ombeko ye challenge no sansam ni nyina omujitwa so na ono de obuni ye papa ntino se ASIEDUA NKETIA okose okakoye president anase oja na djuma no eto ho no ma ansa na obetu anamo bia watimi atu ho no na paase onko yese anase onko se okwa oni ASIEDUA NKETIA ekwa akopre de ene de ensi na eno anase enisifo echese ade se ni LANTE VANDERPUYE ade so agbo asem so yie papa ASIEDUA NKETIA almost suspect na say ntie bia base nke wo se otimi ekọ no ntimi enko pre NDC FLAGBEARER na se be ya 2028 o metimi ato ne so aba no so otimi aba be omampani na nso ben sebri aminu ka sei mwe bia emfiri ASIEDUA NKETIA honum emaya akoye bebie honum nti no ocheze sa pre na say onko no ne ASIEDUA NKETIA omonko pre akonya ne pa de o se ensi embo o chenso no akasa beja adwuma no ato o sesa adwuma we die minya biem ansa na obekose akwa akopra akonya na wakwa akopre eye ni lante VANDERPUYE ni nsem odi tu dwane bi enie.
If the current chairman my very senior brother Johnson said NKETIA is not contesting, I will contest.
If he's going on
no
no
he's my senior brother. You have Watching John and said NKETIA and AJ Kodoma Adam.
Where's your Watching John?
He's around. These are the people who I look up to at the onset of the revolution and also transition to the political party, political democracy. They were our seniors in Brong-Afo. You know, I grew up in Brong-Afo. Okay. They were my seniors and I look up to them. So if I say NKETIA is aspiring for national chairman, why should I? But I should rather help him too. If he's not contesting,
you will run for.
I will.
Okay, but you will run for FLAGBEARER?
No.
Do you think he should run for FLAGBEARER?
Why not? Umaru, don't you think you can run for FLAGBEARER?
I'm not 40 yet.
Okay.
That's why.
Then when you are 40, I will pay for you. You can be a good FLAGBEARER. Yeah.
Kharis ready.
Ni lante VANDERPUYE na oti so de nsem etujo kire se ade se asiedu NKETIA one ne mpira konya no kra ntino amanfo nsem o mokita no omudutwa so na asiedu NKETIA ade so obuni ye papa respect de ontimi eyin mfirimu ntino ansa na obekoso kwa kopre national chairman akonya no ade se ni asiedu NKETIA onja na akonya no ento anase wafiri honum ansa na obeko se okwa kopre akonya na wako na abusia mamen kanfo ye crossover chapel international crossover chapel international se ye mbom paye ne anum paye nshampaye de bebi ba ko pe crossover chapel international ozi so yo ha be ene da so amane be ene da so ozi de hia ne so du gidie ebe shem so du gidie shem a wo ha na de beba no wonsansan emfa enko biem ti no wo ba na wo ya show trim sa de we ame bai de me nsansan emfa enko fie biem na free January abi sise bre wo da so eto ha ho sidenti say ya wo ana sika sem na ye diama say ye nhuma fam hunama fam ni nyina wo ba ade sem paibo no ebetimi ayadwuma wo honom ama bibia nso atimi adadin na ye openi pa oda no His Eminence Reverend Bishop Samuel Kwaku Ado o say wo ba ade so ha no eto nyina ebetimi atwama ama bibia nso atimi adadin wetimi afre no wabobo ha ho e de a kire no wa ahomatrofo yeso 0242 756 473 0242 756 473 and I say 0208 199 503 0208 199 503. Misanso na Pure Kharis Academy enso abamo bibia o say afi na oba no oba be she school ase ana wadru fifini baby from JHS ana from Krecha copying JHS 1 to 3 and o person to aso e won fifini won baby a o so betimi e de na ba na wabeje ne ntete ye mapa na de ya ni gisem krampo e omuni se oba teacher fo akukudam e na omo ho no mo kire nkra na de omo nimdie papa omo de kire nkra na de omo te ase ma bia nso etimi e kama edim e ma nkra na environment omusu ya de we nye bebia omo bekọ omo ba no na chese ya de nko a e na omo de e ba fie ni bi dabi we omo ba omo ka brofo te se de omo akọ university no Pure Kharis Academy fa ba ne BRYAN se ye crèche kindergarten nursery primary and I say JHS 1 to 3 omo cultural BC no wo de omo ba omo behwe na nwa kire oba na de ma bia so aye kama e wo honom omo aye do me pillar 2 anti-married da oba crossover chapel international solid dynasty a obehu no omo e wo honom fropeni pa no e wo 0598 557 673 0598 557 673 vida clean o se fa twikeke o se de hia ne so de kakra be so nsom na o de atwitwi won ma bia nso atimi aye kama eyi nkambone na ma nka hwem papa na esamo apomode mapa enso e wo honom vida clean oto a wonya ho ade se udam ntuntum ni nyina ebetimi apamopamo na sa nso na o table no so aye fi no ebetimi aye asovi bia ma bia nso aye kama we found the we a ade no asifa aye fi afa o se de hia nso du betwitwi o di twitwi a bia betimi adadi se o glass o wo ho na o de betwitwi a bibia betimi aye kama na bronya ye ba odwene okwan a obefa so adi no store no emu ayehwe wuni mo okwan a obefa so asan afanyema agum o kire se akwanya e wo hono mo bibia opese otubi eton o frɛ na ade se dodo bi a opebia onsa ebetimi aka e wo hono na so aton na wanya mfaso agu botom na bronya yi onso botom atimi ayede from e wa homatrofo so 0208 199 503 0208 199 503 and as 0242 756 473 0242 756 473. Na busia enjina wesini ntwa ye hombra ye ba ye beto akase nso e de ama
Ohene ba kofi abrante nie Kharis FM nie for we video to Kharis FM ejuada de kosi fiada abrabo ewia no miensa de kosi no nsia mberem na ye fa kwaso bra wo mesom wo nyom pa nkomopa esampa ne de fata se wote ere na kofi metrase na fo me de asom wo kwaso bra wo kwaso bra ya boso amarate Yang araya sasini ya bodende na bia yana no mo bre ye de omo je twa so peto ho ma yen ni senti wo se ya so ye bo ho ban ni esiesie ni eja to o menchirima enti be ye wa femu die na me so ma ye ma femu die ye yesu ku hu nsem de ya pomode ne ho nsem sikasem ne ye ma nchekere ho nsem nyina aha ane ye ka no Kharis radio anopa bosuo adwumadie ye ba be som wo adwuada de kosi fiada se Ghana be ye ya ne na me no mie no so na se ye obi o wa kokuduro on sinsu man se na wa hiram on sura akun no ka no kore a e wo so mfofifi ankoma e na afo da chi ma fe budie o mo no tena se wote ame fita no pa no sia de kosi no wo ko be dwagbu na fo ma pese anopa bosuo boom
the number one ya chipe pia
awade mu nsem doso obi koye oseme de mitidi ye pan wawade mu na menya nsura obi nso koye ye de boro na ekunu obi nso afre ne nkwa esa awade bi okoye obi kura so da afiase ye bisa se safo nyina no omo de nyankopon pon masem ana anase body bi no maye ne senti ani ahyeja dwumadi ato ne din se awade mu asetara ye de ba so som wo Kharis kasa vidie so ejuada ukuada na afei efiade dia abra bodonko ento wudi wa vidie ne bato Kharis na fe wetie aware mu asetena abra wo so fofifi ankoma na fe Bishop Samuel Kwaku ado omo tena se no bado so aware mu asetena aba ama aware ebe ye kama
abusia ma mema akwa aba biemra we aprem to bra kan kase ebo eso na me kai o so ko ye Facebook a ye twagu e ho no ma nya asem keto ne sanso na YouTube ye twagu e ho no ma nya asem keto oba ye Facebook a George Adamu e ho no ma chese oboya chidomo a enya asem keto a mo fire George Adamu so ye da wase papa se we follow abrani abrebia enso e ho no na mema refi so ko ho no ma obehye ama onua anya bi ahwe na odo comment no ato no ne yenkan ema na bia nso enye kama no wa follow na bia nso enda din e ho no ne yento ansam ne so ema ye to ansam ne so e dia ma de na eduwe kopiem ye mbrahye medwafie ye dom kumo mo ho no peni pod no Alexander Fenyomakin say ode nsem bia wetu jano che se wo hwa illegal mining anase efoma gudi omutu enam mrakwan so nyina ya de se die wo hwa manya do aketinkiti bia ejinsemu eno che se aban no ehwe so betimi ayehu bibi na se wo hwa omo ye omuhwehwemu na che se nkra dodo na che se omo nam efoma omo nam mrakwan so omutu efoma gudi ni yade a ede ma nkra no yade se ejinsemu no o che se wo hwa se enya se esese yankwaye ne yensase ne keke nembom ede nyado ankasa ene bre na wo hwa liver na so kidney yade se die obe anasa kra wi ebetimi akọ hospital so akọ check up na chese ni liver anasa ni kidney ehu atimi atechina chema enya asem keto no chese enye kidney nkwa ebetimi adidie na akọ rawa adwum chese akra no odi nani asi akra kwan so no akọpiemu ewo nkọkọ nti o chese ha adwuni ye papa na no one odin semwe etudwa no o chese Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana and of Government and Hospital Pharmacy Association for also edin zambia betudwa no mo chese asema Alexander Fenyomakin betudwa no no papa na enkra no omoba na so mo be nhwehwemu na so mu na ade se akra no omutimi mani 3 days kobra na yensa yen check ubiem chese obeba no na yete se o man check no kra na so mantimi ampapa sanya do no krampo amfri nimu eno mo chese ha adwene ye papa ntino aban no ehwe so betimi ayentotoye bia okwan bia wo se ofaso emeye illegal mining ana so omo nam mrakwan so etu efomagudie ni nyina ompam omu nyina na sa nyema nketenkete omudi egugugu yensuo ene yensase ni mu nyina omuntimi empam omu na bibia so entimi enda din honom mrahye badwani Domkumo mo hon mo penipe oda no Alenzada afenyo marking ninsem enie
about toxin levels in mining communities. In some areas, mercury contamination in the soil is 134 times above safe levels, and arsenic concentration are over 4,000% higher than what the WHO deems safe. These poisonous metals are seeping into the water, into food crops, into the very bodies of our people. Doctors are reporting an uptick in children from mining areas developing kidney disorders and even finding mercury pellets in their x-rays. Children, Mr. Speaker, now require dialysis because of the poisonous fruits of galamsey. Our nation's future is being sickened and stunted. Mr. Speaker, despite being Ghana's top gold producer, the surge in unregulated small-scale mining has created an underground economy that drains national resources and benefits criminal networks. In just 8 months this year, small-scale gold exports surged to over $6.3 billion, according to the CEO of Ghana Gold Board. However, much of this trade is believed to be illicit. The state loses billions in revenue while communities suffer environmental devastation. The minority stands with all Ghanaians, calling for decisive action. We welcome the advocacy from civil society and religious leaders, and we support real solutions from tougher laws to sustainable alternatives. Mr. Speaker, we must also admit that the situation has worsened since this government came into office. At the 2025 May Day celebrations, organized labor, speaking through its General Secretary General, confronted this matter with deep disappointment that the Galamsey menace has worsened under the watch of this government, barely 5 months into its administration. TUC's position was again echoed by the acting Chief Justice, Justice Paul Bafuboni, at the GBA conference in Wa, where he
Alexander Fenyomakin Edema Mrashebejafie dom kuma mo honum openipo da no na ote se ode nsemwe etuja no je se de yade no kwa na ekoso Galamsey na so mo na mo mra kwan so mutu efom agodie ni nyina na especially ohwa emofra ese afe no masisi no yade so mukidini no se ya na ese nti o che se ha adwini ye papa ntina ban ehwe so betimi aye bibi e honum se be ya apomode papa enso betimi afrimu aba amanya sam nsensem ya ASSIN South emra shemedwani NTIM FORDJOUR o cheze se de wadi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wadi ne hu ya iye papa na abro ye ni campaign na nsem bi ene na monten se oba ade se ade bi omo atuni din human sexual rights and family value bill ade so oba owetimi ede aba ban mu se be ya omo na monten na so omo yesa nyema ni nyina omo betimi anya bibi papa anase ometimi abenefit afrimu honum na no o chese se o hwe aban obaye no ade so ma bona se nke yesa LGBTQ+ bill yi ade se nke obetimi ede aba aban mu na bill no ometimi asensan ma bibia nso atimi adadi honum o chese aban ebaye na ade se ogitumu se oba obetimi aye na nso obaye ade se waye nani amasa ade no krampo na o chese be MP be du honum a chese omo de omaya anwaje so omo de be ko parliament na se de asem no etie bia omatimi anhya manada din o chese sa MP se anase omo mrehye bedwafie ade se wo hwa NDC fo fa eka on sa nso na MPP fo nso fa eka ho ntino se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ompeo ade se ebro ye campaign no watimi ajetum se oba obetimi ahwe anase wasensan anase ode sa edwumadie no ababan mu ama bibia atimi aye kama moma ade se ompeo ombetimi ede akọ ama na timi asensan honum na sa edwumadie no atimi abaso mbe ma ne mba na chese omko akoye chokra ha adwini ye papa Reverend John NTIM FORDJOUR ninsem nie.
We will pass this would submit it to the president, present it to him for his assent, and he can also, even in the course of the process, whether before it is passed or after it is passed, if he so thinks that he even needs to introduce some more robust legislation to serve the larger purpose of preserving the values of Ghana, preserving the values of society, and augmenting on the binary nature of gender, that gender, any person is born a boy or a girl, and that's when you are to marry. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Those basic principles, and any such propagation and advocacies, and those that seek to even make lesbianism, LGBT, and all its allies and dimensions more attractive, totally misleading young people and leading them astray. Any legislation that will cure that is further welcomed, but that will not come to replace the importance and necessity of this bill. If the president was so committed to introducing government-sponsored bill, this is the 11th month. There have been many, leading to about 100 bills that have been brought to this house, and we have passed. Some were even brought in midnight. We stayed here midnight and passed them under certificate of urgency. So if this bill was that important to him, and indeed is not mere rhetorics and it's something he's committed to, he would have introduced this government-sponsored bill. He has said it time and time again. Has he brought it? So let him bring it. But he bringing it, we will all support him. When President Mahama brings a government-sponsored bill to the stature of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, we will all support. But that will not take away the importance that this bill is going to serve. So let all support. Let's pass it. As and when President Mahama wants to introduce his government-sponsored bill, we will support that legislation as well.
ASSIN South, Mrashe Babiani, and artists all this same way to Jano say, I say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, yes, LGBTQ plus bill no, I so pill, bet me abaso, nan bema, and I say, Obani Oba, every me, I chokro, el honum, Sebeya, a man for an ass or more, or just adding in our 2 more Monamon Bonteso, the dinina, or more Nina Akuma bet me, Atomuyim. Sebe ya chokro so etimi akoso na emfa na sekase pa ema top man plumbing and tiles say tiles one adwuma be na pe say fe no asudan na we say usuku ana say wa sorry bi say ho na pe so to tiles ana say veranda ni mu na pe so to tiles also from o meba be du dwuma no ama na bibia ye kama say wo Ghana hanom nko ade wo from o meba pe no na odwuma die no o mo de ahyehye so na bibia so atimi adadin e wo honom Osi die hia na so be frɛ omo wa breakita ase o from a be bia obia just a second spare o metimi aba be dru honom no ma di ujuma no ama na bibia so atimi aya ne gisem ede ama o frɛ mo e wa homatro face 0248 102 756 0248 102 756 0245 461 184 0245 461 184 Freya top man plumbing and tiles so from ujuma na de ewe show munsa no ometimi aya ma na ya kama omo e na omo to tiles ma bibia etimi eye fefefe etisa hwehwe no ti from omo be du ujuma na ma na bibia nso atimi adadin e wo no ne sanso na eke bia an event enso aba ama o se picture e na ope say ye ntwa chekre ana say wedding event bi e na wo say funeral ceremony bi say naming ceremony outdooring and I'll pay some betwama say video dancing now sana e twa correct party baby ba ko peke be an event o from a ojuma de ni nyina o betwa ma na e kama and now nim se sa nyuma de nso just once per chance na baba ko pentu ko fa e buga fo ibia ade so betwa ma o nsanya na obibia biem ade wa fa papa no betwa ma na bibia ntimi enya kama oba nso krampa wanja sa keke se pictures de obetimi anya bia fimu won papa ntino wo frɛ ke bia an event a odwuma de ni nyina o ma ba hye no ma ba de tin kama e de amount na mo de abro na bibia nso atimi ai kama be du dwuma de no amount from our homatro for 0256 071 414 0256 071 414 and that's 0256 071 415 0256 071 415 KBN event also from omegba penu sisi ai na event no omatimi atwa ho video ama bibia nso atimi ayede ede ama na one day bia watimi akohwe de agigiwani na abusia meka sa hanom ene brebe ma kwan ma de ende awia prem to bra akanka se boni nyina ye de ebesie na ende kase no egumu aropi ne mom de de ebesumu obi ne ene se Dr. Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ade se o hwa ode nsem ko tudwa wa bro ko piemu ye duan kwanta Cape Coast ene takoradi kwantempo na se de nhye egu akwan mo ehwese accident ana se traffic etimi esi wonu bebrebe no eso ebetimi ate ne sanso ene MPP FLAGBEARER Dr. BRYAN Achampo nsem bia boko chief executive onam nse anaso onam monten so kan nyina sansem nyina enkontompo anase antimi ambanesa embom ade se sede okan no enye sa na ekọ no ti o chere se die bibia eda na kwamu na omo pepepepeye anase omo mpempapa mu bia ewo omo amanyoku animu nti sansem na onam monten so ekekan nyina ontwitwa so na bibia entimi enda din ewo honom na ni LANTE VANDERPUYE enso ede insembi abetudwa no chere se die ohwe national chairman Johnson ASIEDUA NKETIA ade so ni nko challenge bia na mbom ade so timi eje na djuma no eto hono manase okọ so okọ akopre Ghana Mampeni a ansana obetu na mo bi so okọ akofa national chairman na watimi atu ni nsem aropie ka we no na ede so mu so wi apam to be akan kasebo na meka o yemfa na sekese pa ema MC ahono mokwa John ehwese bibia betimi adadi ne sanso na cameraman de ohwe camera nani epepa ni ema bibia kama ehonum adi Bosco ne sanso na Starlight se nkwa be futintan fidie no so ne nya bi ehwe na hye ema onu ade a Starlight ba kope sanso na de otintim nsemu iso eso ne so krogen edigu enkrata so se memfa mbeso mo da chehema efia gudie sanso na producer ba kope ohene bakofi abrante ewa hanom general manager Fifi ankoma enso ebo achidom a enya asem keto ne sanso executive team ni nyina ebo ya chidom se bibia timi aye kama na me ameje bre edika se ebesom wo me din ameje so